Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Football Fantasy. And after almost a week, संडे को गए थे लाइव राइट संडे को जो चेल्सी गेम था उसके बाद लाइव गए थे तो यार या आफ्टर ऑलमोस्ट अ वीक वी आर बैक एंड good. So many things have happened this week. The Champions League game, the Europa League game, controversies. यही तो फुटबॉल का दूसरा नाम है कंट्रोवर्सी और ऐसी सब बातें होके डिबेट करना एक दूसरे की टांग खींचना दूसरे क्लब की यही तो मजा आता है और आज का हमारा पहला टॉपिक है इसी विषय पे बार्सिलोना टू यूरोपा लीग हियर वी गो so we all know what happened to Barcelona in the midweek, and the writing was on the wall. So ऐसा नहीं कि बायर म्यूनिख से हारने पे वो लोग आउट हो गए they were already out of the tournament because Inter Milan had won their fixture against Victoria Plzen. So that's what Inter Milan wanted to do. They just had to win that game, get 3 points, and bang, they were in the next round. Barcelona have been playing for the pride, but too many mistakes, too many things, and experimenting too many things on the pitch. Not getting them right, and a lot of players not performing to their potential, not sticking to Zavi's tactics, and at the end of the day, it all went haywire, and it was a disaster for Barcelona. And we thought at least Barcelona will play for the pride and beat Bayern at their home ground in Camp Nou, but that didn't go as expected, and they didn't just go out of the Champions League; they were beaten by Bayern Munich 3-0. Fantastic performance from Bayern. They always are brilliant in the Champions League. Of course, let's not even talk about Bundesliga, how good they are. And yeah, I mean, Barcelona knew what they were up against, and it's not that they didn't have the players to compete against Bayern. They had the tools. They just had to stick to the task and do what was asked for them to do. But too many players trying too many things, and you know, maybe you could make out the frustration from their approach. तो यार ठीक है अभी जो हो गया तो हो गया and it's not just Barcelona. Atletico Madrid is another Spanish team who is out of the Champions League and last minute penalty miss कर दिया. If they would have scored that penalty, there would have been hopes and if they could have won the last match तो कुछ होता but यार yeah, बिल्कुल भी you know wasn't up to the mark and Atletico is another team which has been on a downward trend since last year or so. So last year as well in the Champions League they were beaten by Man City. They somehow managed to win against Manchester United. They're not all that convincing which they used to be a couple of years back and the Spanish team on a decline and Sevilla also couldn't manage. They did win the game but couldn't manage to qualify for the next round. So Spanish teams struggling this season. Real Madrid are only the team which look good. Although they lost their game in Leipzig, but they have secured enough points to go to the next round. So they look good. They look decent. Of course, they are the Champions League winners and the defending champions. So they are putting up a show as expected. And they've got fantastic players. They've got a fantastic manager. So Real Madrid are completely different league altogether. I think along with Man City and Bayern Munich, they look to be the best team in Europe. Of course, PSG is another one. But yes, and it's not just the Spanish team, a couple of other teams as well. High profile teams, Juventus, another one. Very poor campaign in the Champions League. बहुत ही डिसअपॉइंटिंग सीजन था ऐसा लगा कि यार ये वो यूवेंटस टीम ही नहीं है ही नहीं जो 3-4 साल पहले थी एलेग्री के अंडर even under Sari they were pretty decent but yeah after that Piolo thing and yeah, it hasn't gone as planned and Allegri hasn't been able to you know bring in an impact which they thought it would. Let's be honest here. Allegri का पहला term भी अच्छा क्यों था? Because Conte had already built a team for him. Conte had built a fantastic team. Transition में Juventus को लेके आया था. After they had gone, after they had gone to the League Two of Serie A, and then they somehow got promoted. इनको ban मिला था because of some allegations and everything, and then they had to win their spot back in the Serie A, and then Conte took them to the next level. He bought certain players, and they were so brilliant, so brilliant. And then he had literally built a team before he left, for Allegri to take over, and he just had to put things in places and continue the bus as it was running. So ये इस बार सिचुएशन डिफरेंट था, एंड हमेशा की तरह नहीं सिचुएशन होता. The team when Allegri inherited it was already struggling under Pirlo. They lost Ronaldo then, and which they thought was a good thing. Again a debatable thing, maybe not. But yeah, I mean Juventus haven't had that kind of form and that kind of impact that they would be expecting to have. और ये I mean ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने प्लेयर्स नहीं लिए. सुशांत ब्लाहोविच, फिर पॉल पॉगबा लिया अभी उन्होंने. Already have some decent players. They did lose the Matthias Delict, but they have bought some fantastic players. They have a good team. ऐसा नहीं कि उनके पास टीम नहीं है, उनकी मिडफील्ड भी अच्छी है. But yeah, it doesn't worked out as planned. Cassier is another player who's fantastic, and the Chelsea, the Italian midfielder, I forgot his name, Locatelli. So यार players तो उनके पास बहुत ही brilliant है, but yeah, something has not clicked, and maybe you never know. Allegri may be asked to leave, or maybe sacked because of this performance. But yeah, I mean Europa League looks interesting, which we didn't expect to be. Manchester and Arsenal are the two teams who already are top teams in the Europa League from the first round. Then joined by Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, Ajax. यार बड़ी बड़ी टीमें ज्वाइन की है. तो यार let's see how these teams end up performing. But यार not didn't expect this kind of performance from teams like Barca and especially Juventus. But ठीक है यार. What's important is now Europa League also becomes as competitive as Champions League, and we get to see some high profile games in Europa League, which we have rarely noticed. कभी सेमीफाइनल फाइनल हुआ तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज ऐसा हाई प्रोफाइल क्लासेस होते ही नहीं है यूरोपा लीग में. But yeah, this year we might get to see. Depends on, I think Arsenal will, on top of the group, so Arsenal will, skip these teams in the next round. United have a chance of meeting any of these teams in the next round because if they don't win convincingly against, Real Sociedad, there might be a chance that they may finish second in the league and they may have to play an extra game against the team which come from the Champions League. So United, it's not that United don't want to play the team. They're a fantastic team. They can beat any of these teams, but they are few extra games खेल के situation में आना है. Yeah, we will face those teams, but later half of the tournament में ज़्यादा अच्छा रहेगा. तो यार बार्सिलोना के प्रॉब्लम्स सोच करते बार्सिलोना पे, उनके प्रॉब्लम्स यही खत्म नहीं होते. दे इन्वेस्टेड सो मच, ये सारे लीवर्स पुल किए थे, एंड दे वर एक्सपेक्टिंग मिनिमम राउंड ऑफ सिक्स, सॉरी क्वार्टर फाइनल का रेवेन्यू एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे थे. बट यहाँ पे ग्रुप स्टेज में क्रैश आउट करना बहुत डिसअपॉइंटिंग है, क्योंकि फाइनेंशियल एस्पेक्ट को हर्ट करेगा. एंड दे ओनली विश दे कुड पुल अनदर लीवर एंड गेट देमसेल्फ इन द नेक्स्ट राउंड ऑफ द चैंपियंस लीग, बट not going to happen. And mm, you can blame Zavi for it, you can blame the players for it, but कोई भी तुम कितने भी players ले लो, तुम खरीद लो, build a mega team, spend invest too much, रातों रात तो change होता नहीं है. There is a transition period which takes at least एक साल तो you will have to give manager. Of course now it's 1 year, but यार एक one पूरा season जावी को देना पड़ेगा. After that, they can, make a decision. But right now, Xavi needs to continue at least till the end of the season. ऐसा नहीं कि सब कुछ लुट गया है. They should have a La Liga where they can, raise the game and, try to win the La Liga. Of course, Real Madrid look favorites now, but they're just not far behind from Real Madrid. Yes, they were beaten by Real Madrid at Bernabeu, but still a long way to go. A lot of games to be played, and they have the reverse fixture where they can beat Real Madrid. And you never know, even वर्ल्ड कप है अभी, इंजरीज हो जाएंगी प्लेयर्स को, एंड देन अगेन दे विल बी बैक. तो यार इतना इजी भी नहीं होने वाला है रियल मैड्रिड के लिए. मैं सेकेंड हम बार्सिलोना प्लेयर्स इफ दे टेक दिस लॉस एंड दिस जो एम्बैरेसमेंट है अपने चिन पे लेके, यार तो चलो लेट्स मूव अहेड एंड लेट्स पूरा एंगर जो है हमारे परफॉर्मेंस पे दिखाए एंड मेक इट काउंट, मेक एवरी इंच एवरी गेम काउंट. La Liga में मेक श्योर करे एक भी पॉइंट ड्रॉप ना कर सके. दे हैव अ टीम वेयर दे कैन बीट द अदर 18 टीम्स convincingly. Of course, if keep aside Real Madrid, they can beat the other 18 teams home and away. They've got such fantastic teams. हाँ ठीक है, डिफेंसिवली इश्यूज है उनको, इंजरीज है, and a lot of players are missing. Eric's, Eric's बोल रहा हूँ मैं. Christensen is missing, and of course Araujo is missing, and PK is not getting younger. तो यार वो issues है दिमाग में, बट अभी वर्ल्ड कप के लिए कुछ तो हफ्ते ही बाकी है, तो थोड़ा पुश कर लो यार, थोड़ा एडजस्टमेंट कर लो यार. एंड आई थिंक मिडफील्ड अटैक वाइज तो बहुत ही फैंटास्टिक है उनके पास प्लेयर. परफॉर्मेंस एट टाइम्स जो कैपेबिलिटी है वो उसको मैच नहीं करती. एंड at lot of times there has been disappointing things about Barcelona, especially with Usman Dembele. Tends to does too many things. फाइनल डिलीवरी उनका अच्छा नहीं है, डिसीजन मेकिंग बहुत पुअर है. एंड आफ्टर 5 years ऐसा लगता है सेम वही सिचुएशन वापस आ चुके हैं डेम्बेले. वन गेम ही लुक्स वर्ल्ड क्लास, ही लुक्स लेवल ऑफ रियल मेसी, अदर गेम ही लुक्स लाइक निकोलस बैक्टर लेवल. तो यार यार नहीं, यू हैव टू रेज योर परफॉर्मेंस. उनको परफॉर्मेंस को अपना रेज करना पड़ेगा, कंसिस्टेंसी दिखानी पड़ेगी. फुटबॉल इज नॉट जस्ट अबाउट ड्रिबलिंग, यू गॉट टू हैव the other aspects of the game as well. And it's ऐसा नहीं कि उनके पास capability नहीं है. He can do all those things. He can take a free kick, he can take a shot at goal, he can score a goal, he can create a pass, he can make an assist. Everything that can be done in football, he will be able to do it with these. So यार fantastic player तो है उस्मान डेम्बेले, but you have to raise your game and show us consistency year after year, गेम आफ्टर गेम, year after बोल रहा हूँ, गेम आफ्टर गेम. तो यार देखते हैं अभी बार्सिलोना कहाँ जाता है. बट अगेन इट लुक्स डिसअपॉइंटिंग what has happened. So only thing is that you keep that disappointing loss aside, focus on the remaining part of the season. Still a long way to go. तो वन part of the season ही खत्म हुआ है, बहुत बाकी है सीजन में. आपको चैंपियंस लीग तो जीत नहीं पाएंगे अभी, बट यस यू गॉट द ला लीगा, you can win the Europa League also, and you can win the other Spanish Cup. तो यार वो जीत सकते हैं and can gain some revenue, gain some momentum, get some more players next season, and then maybe fight for the Champions League as well next season. But for now, you have to look past this and make sure that they compete, thoroughly for the remaining tournament. So ये था about Barcelona. And you know अभी ये तो वक्त समय बताएगा कि how much they end up improving, how much they end up performing consistency. Consistency is a huge key, and they've got top striker उनके पास है अभी फिलहाल. They've got one of the best strikers in Europe. They've got good midfielders. All they have to do is focus on playing together, and yeah, that's about it. तो यार यही एक फोकस करना है उनको. और अगर if they are able to do it, and if they are able to perform consistently, I'm sure they will definitely come back to the levels that they are expected to. तो यार मूव ऑन करते हैं नेक्स्ट टॉपिक पे हमारा, and very important, that is about Manchester United and the Europa League win last night against Sheriff. Fantastic win, and most importantly for United, Cristiano Ronaldo scored, and they're looking convincing. 34 shots, 10 on target, 3 goals scored. They didn't concede a shot on target. Forget on target, कोई भी shot नहीं ले सके शेरिफ. And बहुत ही convincing win था. And this is now 6 games undefeated since that Man City lost. And yeah, the things looking good, positive. They are back again, and overall as a team, बहुत सारे positives देखने मिले. Not just the Ronaldo goal, Alejandro Garnacho, fantastic debut for him. Or Van de Beek had a brilliant cameo. Harry Maguire had a fantastic second half. That clean sheet will give him a lot of confidence. And Tal Malacia, another player who played on the opposite side of the wing. Normally he's a left back, but he played as a right backer. Came up shoot and played as a right back and did a very decent job. And a lot of positives. Marcus Rashford, another one, scored a brilliant header. And Ericsson again, fantastic man of the match, my man of the match for last night's game. और इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस देते हैं वो वीक इन वीक आउट. एंड जो लेवल उनका है, इंटेंसिटी है, वो never seems to fade away. And you expect him to do that week in, because the kind of um, quality he has, and we know he can deliver that on big stage, and that's so good about him. So yeah, a lot of positives to take from that game, and a lot of controversies also, which we are going to speak in a minute. But yeah, I think that Manchester United need to keep on doing what they're doing, and yeah, because ऐसा नहीं कि कि उनके पास टैलेंट नहीं है, प्लेयर्स नहीं है. I'm not saying that they have the players to win the Champions League or a Premier League, but yeah, they have very good team, and um, they have team which can go in and challenge for the top four, if not the Premier League title, and they have to play together, and let's hope that they can do it consistently. Mm, Ronaldo, again, we spoke after about that controversy that we did, and shouldn't have happened, but that's again past. It's a past thing, yeah. It's past what has happened, and Tenag has moved on. Ronaldo has moved on. Looked didn't look all that sharp that he should be. But again, what's important is he managed to get a goal, and again that goal will give him a lot of confidence going forward. So yes, Manchester United three. Diego Dallo, another goal scorer. Fantastic he's been throughout the season. बहुत अच्छा performance रहा है consistently वो उनको top level का performance दिखाया है. And I think he should end up signing a new contract. And Prashant is here. Think yeah.
Hi everyone. Hi
Hey
Divya.
buddy, how are you?
Am I audible? I'm good, man. I'm
Yeah,
good.
yeah, loud and clear.
Uh,
Loud and clear. Yes.
okay, perfect. All right. So first and foremost, apologies to all our viewers for coming late here. There is a lot of things that I have to set up, but yeah, I'm finally here. So I was just let me just chime into the conversation that we were having about United's result yesterday. I believe it was.
Yeah,
Is that right?
yeah, absolutely, Prashant. Yes, yes, correct, correct. Yeah. A
Yeah.
lot of
So.
positives from the
Uh,
game, don't you think?
Yeah, it was a good game, and Ronaldo scoring would help him for his confidence. I think it was good that he started it kind of. I think it was a very good move that he actually got a. All I think he got pretty much a full 90 minutes yesterday, didn't he?
Correct, correct,
So it
correct.
would be
Yeah,
good
he
for
did, he
him.
did. Yeah.
And yeah, so that was a good thing because the that one kind of negativity which is gonna crop up has been cut off, right at the root
Yeah, absolutely.
before it goes to work. So that's one good part, and the result of course is good. We are now definite to
Mhm.
go through to the next round, so that's a big plus for us. However, I would have hoped that United would be first in the group, and I am actually doubtful whether we can even beat Sociedad away. Simply because it is away. United don't have a very good record
Mhm.
away from Old Trafford, like playing in Spain. So
Mhm.
that would be one thing that I would be concerned about. But overall, good win. Europa League is one of our chances. One of our genuine tournaments that we can win, right? One of those genuine
Yeah, yeah.
options.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
let so I think we should respect it, and it's slowly becoming more and more like the Champions League, as many people would say. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it is not going to be easy, Prashant. I mean, we're going to compete against Barcelona. We're going to compete against Juventus, Atletico Madrid. We're going to be
Atletico
Ajax as
Madrid.
well, and it's not
Yeah,
going to be all that easy. Of course, you already have Arsenal in the tournament, who lost last night against PSG. But
yeah.
yeah, I mean, they look good, and Barcelona, another good team. So, what do you think are Manchester United's chances in the Europa League? And now that all these teams have entered the fray.
Well, it would at least, if we win it, if we do win it, right,
Mm-hmm.
it would at least be more prestigious compared
Mm-hmm.
to, what it would have been like compared to the 2000, when was it, 2016 that we won the Europa League last, right, under Jose?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mourinho, yeah.
2016. So,
Correct, correct.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
it would feel more prestigious simply because of the fact that we would have had to go to these many teams. And of course, what
Mm-hmm.
does happen in the Europa League, unlike the Champions League, I mean, it has
Mm.
actually happened in recent seasons. Is that there have been
Mm.
teams like very teams completely out of the blue which have beaten teams like
Mm.
Barcelona. I believe
Mm.
last year Barcelona were knocked out by Eintracht Frankfurt. No one
Mm.
expected that.
Correct,
So
exactly. Mm.
it is actually quite an interesting competition in that sense. So let's see. At least if we win it, we can now say that it's not like just a random league with teams from some random places in Europe. We have some big clubs, and there was a meme which I shared
Mm.
yesterday that
Yeah.
because Ronaldo is missing the Champions League, these teams are now bringing the Champions League to him. They are giving him that feeling, just to get the best out of him. So that should happen, hopefully.
Yeah, Prashant, I completely agree with you. And, one of them, before you joined us, I was talking about Barcelona and the struggles in the Champions League. And, do you think that, there is coming back from this from for Xavi? Do you think he has till end of the season, or, Barcelona board will panic?
Um, I think Xavi being Xavi, he should at least get another season, because
Yeah.
similar to what happened with Ole, uh, because, club legend and things like that, the investment attachment and everything. And let's be honest and fair, he has, I mean, the game style, when it has worked, it has worked wonderfully.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like it's not worked at all. So yeah, I don't think again. So I think him being sacked is like a too soon to get him to for calling him to be sacked. I think
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona are sensible enough to wait for him. They, anyway, you know, to be honest, they've already gambled upon him in the sense that they've already pulled out all the financial levers and everything. So the sensible decision would be to not panic. But with Barcelona, you never know what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, like you have rightly said, when it's worked wonders. They have convincingly beaten other teams, with 3 goals, 4 goals, and overall,
Yeah,
it's been a mixed
one of
bag.
them was Real Madrid. One
Yeah,
of
I
them
mean
was
that's
against Real
before
Madrid from
last season, yeah, yeah,
last
towards the end of the
season.
last
Yeah.
season, it did happen, and then of course, I think the defensive injuries have affected them, and Gerard Piqué is not up to the mark. It is very clear that he no longer can play for Barcelona. I still doubt about Sergio Busquets. Maybe he can stay till the end of the season, but I don't think Gerard Piqué at the back should be the answer for Barcelona. They'll have to work something out, or get another defender in January, or hope that Araujo and Christensen recover quickly. I think there's another 2 weeks to go, and then that's World Cup, so they would expect to win the remaining games. But yes, I think I agree with you on that point where कि बारसा को Xavi को sack नहीं करना चाहिए. It's too early, and there have been positive signs as well. Yes, they did go out of the Champions League, but overall उनका performance in the La Liga has been fantastic. और ऐसा नहीं कि जो loss था Real Madrid के against वो end of the day था, because पूरा सीजन पड़ा है, 1/3 सीजन ही खत्म हुआ है. I think 10-12 games ही खत्म
Mm.
हुए हैं. So majority of the season is still pending, and if the team that they have, I think they can beat the other 18 teams easily, both home and away, including Atletico Madrid. So, if they manage to get maximum points out of the remaining games, I still believe they can challenge for the La Liga title. And then they have to make sure that they beat Real Madrid at home. You know, they have a reverse fixture at Camp Nou. If they can win, they can beat Real Madrid, and then they can win the other games. I don't think it should be a problem. It's not as difficult for Barcelona as it is for teams in the Premier League, because the competition is not all that great. Yes, the teams are good, but then Barcelona and Real Madrid are on another level. So that's my thought. Before I move on to the next topic, do you think Barcelona will win any trophy this season?
Oh, that's a tricky question. Uh, well, maybe one or two, one of the cups in Spain, one of the domestic cups, like the Copa del Rey, possibly. Uh,
Hmm.
because I think that they can nick at least one of those trophies to this season. I don't think they are. I think Madrid will take the lead. because they are more consistent, they are more seasoned in their approach,
Hmm.
and with Ancelotti at the helm, they will
Hmm.
they will have more of a temperament to get through, to hold on and win the league. So I think where, if
Ah.
anything, Barcelona can win,
Hmm.
that would be the maybe their domestic cup, not even the Europa League, because I mean they got knocked out by Frankfurt, as I just mentioned a while ago. So if I mean maybe they are just not up for it in Europe just yet. And yeah, so I don't think apart from the domestic cup they can win anything else. Let's see where it goes to them. What do you think, Divya?
I think they'll win one of the Spanish cups.
Yeah,
Those trophy that they may end up winning. La Liga, I
yeah,
won't say it's impossible. Yeah, of course,
mm,
what you said about Carlo Ancelotti and Real Madrid is absolutely correct. But again, in football, we've seen things happening, and miracles happen, and clubs have messed up from being in a fantastic situation. Maybe due to injury, suspension. It's a long season.
mm,
A lot of things can happen. I
yeah,
wouldn't completely rule out them winning the La Liga, but it's going to be like 80-20, 80% to Real, 20% to Barcelona. They have to work really hard to make sure that don't drop unnecessary points, and then leave the rest to the end of the season. I think, but that again, looking at the way they played against Bayern Munich, it looks very difficult. They really have to pull up the socks. तो यार अभी बहुत आई थिंक बार्सिलोना और मैनचेस्टर के बारे में बात कर ली इनफैक्ट बहुत बार्सिलोना के बारे में बात कर ली बिफोर मैं दूसरे क्लब के बारे में बात करूं आई थिंक एमशे सेइंग आ गया मैं
आ
भाई
गया
देखो
मैं
हमारे डॉन प्रशांत इज हियर ओ हो
हाँ
ओहो सॉन्ग ओ
सॉन्ग
हो अरे यूरोपा लीग का सॉन्ग
yes, 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 yes. Now we are in the same league, Mshe. We are literally in the
या
same
सेम
league
लीग
now. Yeah.
सीआर
So
सीआर थर्टी
yes,
सेवन
sir.
वर्सेस पीके
Yes,
अभी तो इस
yes,
बार तो
yes.
CR37 पीके में शकीरा भी नहीं होगी
शकीरा भी नहीं होगी, वही मैं वही
डोनाल्डो
बोलने वाला था.
डोनाल्डो
डॉन, अरे बस भाई. But interesting you mentioned about PK earlier, Divya. I was just about to say, you are saying that he doesn't work for Barcelona anymore. The thing is that he didn't work
हम्म,
for Shakira either. So how can he work for Barcelona?
अरे अरे भाई 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 तो तू सीधा पर्सनल अटैक कर रहा है उससे
अरे बस सीधा सीधा पर्सनल खत्म बात.
बट आई
Oh
थिंक
well,
द प्रॉब्लम आई थिंक अगर तू सीरियसली देखो आई थिंक बार्सिलोना ओ हिम लॉट ऑफ मनी आई डोंट थिंक
yeah.
बिकॉज उसने पेज कट आई
Take
थिंक 2 या 3 बार कट लिया
yeah.
उसने बहुत सारे पे कट लिया उसने आई थिंक बार्सिलोना ओ हिम
Mm,
अ लॉट ऑफ मनी and
yeah.
let him go, they will have to end up giving him that money. I'm not sure how comfortable will it be. कैसे settle करेंगे? And there's been talks of Ruben Neves and N'Golo Kante. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out. Because Ruben Neves is another 50 million. यार कहाँ से लाएंगे 50 million यार? और इतने सारे livers pull किए. We sold 4 livers, went from 8-2 to 3-0. Massive improvement. Xavi
Yeah, we
ball.
will.
8-2 हारे थे वो लोग बायन के सामने अभी 3-0 हारे but yeah I think the other team other when you look at the other losses against Bayern and this loss this was not because Bayern played well I thought more of because Barca panicked too much trying too many things especially मुझे Dembele पे बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा था he was one on one against Davis fantastic left back but defensively वो इतना strong नहीं जितना वो offensive है एंड डिसीजन मेकिंग बहुत पुअर है डेम्बेले की क्रॉस कब
Mhm,
करना है कब ट्रिपल पास करना है नो आइडिया इज गॉड एंड मिडफील्ड में भी दे डिडंट लुक एज कंफर्टेबल एज दे शुड बी लुकिंग पेद्री गावी वो उनका वो टॉप लेवल का परफॉर्मेंस नहीं दिखा जो दिखना चाहिए था एंड ऑफ कोर्स लेवेंडोव्स्की बहुत फ्रस्ट्रेटेड अप फ्रंट उनको इतना चांसेस नहीं मिले आई थॉट दे लुक्ड अ बेटर टीम व्हेन दे प्लेड बायर्न एंड म्यूनिख तभी वो पता में ज्यादा बेटर टीम थे but yeah, overall, I think Barcelona deserve to win the Europa League. The team that they have is fantastic, बहुत ही brilliant team है. And I think they have to give Xavi another season. And अगर maybe उनके center backs available होते सारे injured नहीं होते, तो maybe they would have made it. But ठीक है अभी now the focus should be on La Liga and winning the Spanish Super Cup. मुलर
mhm.
के सामने बादशाह की जान पड़ गई बाका बाका की जान पड़ गई. So next topic मैं बात करने वाला था about Anthony. I'm sure you must have heard about Anthony's showboating, and
Yeah.
we've been criticized a lot by Paul Scholes and our English pundit Owen Hargreaves. So I'll give you my thoughts on that. What do you think about it? When you overall तेरा क्या thought है इसके बारे में showboating का?
Uh,
Did you
See,
would you
the first I saw the
हाँ
video.
बोल बोल
I saw his
हाँ
story. I saw his show reporting video, and I saw all of the headlines and everything. It just seems something else which the English pundits are talking about. He's non-English. He's Brazilian. कर दो निंदा कर सकते हैं इसकी कर दो कड़ी निंदा होगी इसकी had he been an English player they would have criticize करते थे but it's like see
अगर
he
ये
has so
जैक
much
ग्रिलिश करता
potential.
तो अगर ये जैक ग्रिलिश
हाँ
करता तो
exactly. हाँ तो ये ऐसा criticism नहीं होता है. It would be like oh he showboat but you can see how much potential he has right. I'm sure under
हम्म
Pep he will improve. ऐसी सब बातें होती है. ये बंदा है Brazilian and Brazilians are anyway infamous for doing these things, showboating and everything. So that's why he's an easy target. That is my view of it. Now in terms of the game, I know that Ten Hag has also mentioned that he has also taken a tough stance against this. But
हम्म.
मेरे हिसाब से and this is not any pundit or any stat or anything, but this is my perspective, okay? And I would want you and I would want MC to comment on this. I think ये type का जो show boating है, it will make a return. Slowly, it will make a return. And I'll tell you why. All of the teams are becoming more and more system based, right? Like Ten Hag's United, City, and so on. So those are all system based teams where they just keep the ball and they have a certain style of play and they go for it. So if obviously not every team will be able to compete against it just by playing as a team. What will they do? Eventually they will rely on individual building. So ऐसा जो शो बोटिंग है somewhere it might return because ब्राजील का जो ओरिजिनल जो 58 or 70s वाले जो teams थे they had these dribbling skills and that was supposedly very good, right? वो dribbling skills की वजह से they became famous. Whereas even
हम्म.
back then European teams were all system based. So you understand the angle that I'm trying to put here, right?
Correct, yeah.
So I think kahin na kahin, see, it's a part of the game, whether you like it or not. You can't be overcritical of it. It's just that showboating अभी इसलिए मतलब criticize इसलिए हो रहा है because बस मतलब just बोल दिया कि हाँ भाई it's a bad thing. नेमा showboating करता है, I know people criticize him, but वो actually बहुत ज्यादा करते हैं. Anthony doesn't do it. I think he has only done it very few times. उतना कुछ I don't think he deserves the criticism so heavily. ठीक है कर दिया he will slowly learn how to play as a team वो जैसे खेल the more he plays in England and everything he will settle down. I don't think it's such a big
MC says Arsenal, Manchester United, Sevilla, Dark Arts, Simeone, UA. Better than UEFA Champions League. I think Dark Arts is Atletico Madrid,
deal. Atletico
Simeone.
Madrid. Yeah.
भाई वो तो भाई अलग ही लेवल की फुटबॉल खेलते हैं. मतलब वो अपनी औकात में
Hmm.
आते हैं ना भाई. वो
Hmm.
उनके भाई कुछ कुछ प्लेयर्स तो भाई रेसलिंग के लिए आ जाते हैं.
हाँ.
अलग ही लेवल का उनका डिफेंड काउंटर अटैकिंग स्टाइल प्लेयर. मतलब दो ही प्लेयर अटैक करेंगे, जाओ फिलिक्स और दूसरा वो एक स्ट्राइकर रहेगा, मे बी ग्रीजमैन और समवन एल्स. बाकी सब पीछे मतलब लिटरली मारामारी करते हैं यार. So coming back to your point on Anthony, I felt that you look at the other angle, 21 years of age, Brazilian, coming from a Dutch league, a pressure of being a
Yeah.
100 million player. If you look at
Yes.
his performance from that game against Arsenal till today, how fantastic, how brilliant he has been. People call him one trick pony, coming from the left, coming from the right, cutting into the left. You remember there's another player, not sure how would you know him, not so famous, Dutch winger who used to play for Chelsea, went to Bayern, scored that goal against Spain, used to come
Yeah.
from the right, cut from the left. I'm sure you
Yeah.
must have heard, not so famous Arjen Robben,
Aaron Robin. Yeah. Yeah.
he used to do the same thing, and how successful was it? एंड तक उसको कोई पकड़ नहीं पाता था. Same is with Antony. You are people are not able to catch him. Okay, one trick pony है. एक गेम दो गेम उसके बाद people will be able to catch him. You look at the games you watch against Spurs, against Chelsea. How difficult was him to catch against Chelsea? He made Chelsea defense. दो जन अगर आप देखो ना स्टार्टिंग में उसका नाम था कुकरेया एंड चिलवेल. Both of them were him on him. Still
Yeah,
getting past those two players easily. Easily ऐसा नहीं कि difficulty से आराम से वो खेल रहा था.
difficulty.
और
काफी
जिस तरह से
easily he can,
और ऐसा नहीं कि
he's
वो
breezing past them. He's
एग्जैक्टली
breezing
एंड ऐसा
past
नहीं कि
those
वो
defenders.
ही वाज डूइंग व्हाट डेम्बले यूज्ड टू डू. बहुत सारा ड्रिबलिंग डिसीजन मेकिंग अच्छा नहीं है. जब क्रॉस करना है
Hmm.
तो क्रॉस करता है. जब शूट करना होता है शूट करता है. जब ड्रिबल करना होता है करता है. तो थोड़ा बहुत शो पुटिंग तो तुम्हारा क्या जाएगा यार. 21 ईयर्स का बच्चा है वो. इतने 21 में इतनी मेच्योरिटी
रोनाल्डो भी
दिखा रहा है
करता था.
आफ्टर टू. Exactly, and he was not all that. Ronaldo, when he started, he was not all that successful. With years, with experience, he got mature, he got more successful. Same with Antony. Look at his maturity overall. Decision making final third में कितनी अच्छी है. How improved he is,
Hmm.
and defensively उसका work rate देखो. If you look at the defensive work rate, how he comes back to help Dalo. कोई आजकल विंगर इतने करता नहीं. तो you don't want to look at that. But एक शो बोटिंग क्या कर दिया यार. शो ऑफ है ये है. एमशे बोल रहा है नहीं रहे श्री श्री स्टीवन जेरार्ड भाई.
Oh हाँ.
सिमियोनी
मैंने जब ये
श्रद्धांजलि
हेडलाइन पढ़ा.
स्ट्रीट.
हाँ. नहीं सिमियोन ने क्या उतना जल्दी नहीं होगा. बट एमशे, मैंने जब हेडलाइन पढ़ा कि भाई जेरार्ड इज बैक, मुझे मेरे दिमाग में यही आया. हाँ भाई एमशे बोलेगा जेरार्ड श्रद्धांजलि की टीम. बिकॉज बिकॉज वो होने ही वाला था. इट वॉज इनएविटेबल. बट हाँ चलो उसका भी एक अलग से हम प्रोग्राम करेंगे. भजन वगैरह रखेंगे थोड़े बहुत उसमें. 2 मिनट का मौन रखेंगे. और अगर एमसी और कोई उसमें चीजें हो जो आप करना चाहो तो हम कर लेंगे आपके लिए. आप बता दीजिएगा.
So yes, I mean, coming back to the Antony thing, I mean, you are not
या सर.
looking at what he's done, what he's achieved, in this games where he's played and he's contributed, how improved he's looking after every game. But आपको उसका शो बोटिंग देखना है, वो करना है. पहले, when the season began, Martinez height. अभी next Antony शो बोटिंग. फिर रोनाल्डो कंट्रोवर्सी भाई. लोगों को मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड पिक करने के लिए चीजें चाहिए होती है. आई रिमेंबर अगेंस्ट स्पर्स हाउ फैंटास्टिक वी वर. मतलब एक अलग ही लेवल का फुटबॉल था जिस तरह से हम
हम्म.
खेले. लेकिन लेकिन लोगों को फोकस करना था रोनाल्डो वॉक्स ऑफ. ये डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल वो
हाँ.
डिसरिस्पेक्टफुल. नो वन वाज रेडी. कोई भी मैनचेस्टर की तारीफ नहीं कर रहा था जिस तरह से वो लोग ने एंटोनियो कॉन्टे के स्पर्स को हराया. नहीं बट हमको तो क्रिटिसाइज करना है. जो बुरी चीजें वो उस पर देखना है ध्यान देना है. ये मतलब दोगलापन जो है लोगों का. कभी कभी ऐसा
हम्म.
लगता है यार ये स्पेसिफिक टीम्स के लिए ही है. उनाय एमरी
हाँ वो.
को विला नगर से आमदार होने की हार्दिक शुभेच्छा. Yeah, but Unai Emre did a really good job at Villarreal.
हम्म.
Now he's the
या
Aston Villa manager. I'm sure you know about it, right? Unai Emre is the Aston Villa manager,
या.
and he's been fantastic with Villarreal, especially in Europe. He
हम्म.
won the Europa League, and in the Champions League he was only beaten by Manchester United.
या.
And so overall उनका perform बहुत अच्छा था. And you can't say that he's the Pep level or manager like Jurgen Klopp. But ठीक है यार. एस्टन विला के लिए तो बहुत ही बढ़िया मैनेजर है. Lot better than overrated Steven Gerrard.
या.
CR
स्टीवन जेरार्ड
CR7
होते.
using Old
इट वाज.
Trafford for cardio. Goat. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, yes. Good
गुड
evening.
इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग. गुड इवनिंग. कोई भी प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुआ. गुड इवनिंग.
Good
How was
evening.
your game tonight? Hi, Unai. You're lost today, but how would you assess your team's performance today? Good evening.
Good
कोई भी
evening.
क्वेश्चन हो जाए. Good evening. And he's back. मतलब it's going to be a memes fest. That's for sure. Memes रहेंगे. बाकी कुछ हो ना हो. Of whatever is this thing.
Hmm.
तो एमशे आप बताओ आपको यूरोपा लीग में मतलब क्या उम्मीद है बारसा से. हाँ. दिव्या, what about you?
Hmm.
Till then, like, let's continue what we were talking about. We were talking
Hmm.
about Antony, right? Basically.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Unai, I'm, Unai
तो
Emery
यार
first, and then Antony. So see,
हम्म,
I'm of the same view as you. I think Antony has performed pretty well in most of the game. वो सब छोड़ के ये एक चीज देखनी है. It is just a distraction. I think Ten Hag is ऐसा भी नहीं है कि Ten Hag although कैश यूनाइटेड मिल जाए यूएल में. भाई देखो, डोंट काउंट ऑन इट. एज इन अगर यूनाइटेड मिल भी गई, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी कि बारसा विल बीट दैम. बारसा इज ऑल्सो अनप्रेडिक्टेबल, यूनाइटेड आर ऑल्सो अनप्रेडिक्टेबल. इट विल बी लाइक हम दोनों डिसअपॉइंट हो जाएंगे. क्यों ही एक दूसरे को मतलब इतना जल्दी मिलना है. आगे जाके मिलेंगे, पहले थोड़ा प्रोग्रेस कर लो. वैसे भी तुम लोग के क्लब को ज्यादा पैसे की जरूरत है हमारे क्लब को. एटलीस्ट हमारा क्लब कंगाल तो नहीं है. पता चला यूनाइट बार्सिलोना नॉकआउट हो गई, अगले साल फ्रैंकी डियोंग को वापस से वेजेस नहीं मिले. नहीं होना चाहिए ऐसा वापस.
सीधा मतलब अटैक कर रहे थे सीधा।
जी जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. आज हम किसी को नहीं छोड़ने वाले. दिवाली है ना, बस सीधा पटाखे ही फोड़े, सीधा बॉम्ब.
भाई हो गए खत्म दिवाली, दिवाली खत्म हो गई तो अभी पटाखे फोड़ रहे
धमाका हम अब करेंगे ना. अब ऑनलाइन आया.
हैं।
हाँ.
यार हाँ, so moving on to our next, thing that I want to talk about was the upcoming Premier League games. If you look at
हम्म,
the fixtures, couple of interesting one. As United and West Ham, that's Chelsea and Brighton. The reason talking, I'm saying Chelsea Brighton important because Graham Potter goes to Brighton and
हम्म,
goes back to his ex club, and
या.
it'll be interesting to see how things look. So interesting week. Other teams के लिए Man City have Leicester which they can easily win. Difficulty नहीं होनी चाहिए. जैन में
हम्म.
साइन करने के लिए जावी को बीवी के गहने गिरवी रखने पड़ेंगी. गुड वन, गुड वन, गुड वन.
गुड वन. या. ये क्या कहते हैं, you were talking about Leicester. I just realized Rogers is still there, right?
Outlasted everyone. Outlasted Steven Gerrard.
Yeah.
Outlasted Thomas Tuchel. Lampard also there.
हाँ, लैम्पार्ड भी है.
Lampard भी
वही.
किसी तरह मतलब गाड़ी धक्का मार रहा है किसी तरह.
हाँ,
चल रही है गाड़ी.
गाड़ी चल रही है भैया. सही है. हाँ, वही. So yeah,
हम्म.
good fixture this weekend. Uh, also, you wanna do the predictions for this week, this weekend, Divya?
Sorry, what was that? क्या बोल रहा है?
You wanna do the predictions? We can do the predictions if you want, if we have time.
Absolutely, bro. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, fine.
So I
Okay,
think
if you
first
can
game,
just
Leicester versus Man
uh,
City. Leicester versus Man
okay.
City.
All right. So this is a king power, right? I think it would be something like
King power,
Leicester
yeah.
1. Yeah, Leicester 1,
Hmm.
Man City 3. Leicester should score at home.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. Yeah. And they'll score one
I
because it's
think
the home.
I think it will be 4-0 to Man City. My prediction.
Okay.
4-0 to Man
अच्छा,
City. I
होने ना
think
दे.
Man City.
Okay.
भाई Man City अलग ही लेवल पे है. They are
हाँ,
on
वो भी
अलग
है.
ही अलग अलग ही लेवल पे खेल रहे हैं वो लोग.
हम वो तो
नेक्स्ट
काफी अलग ही
गेम,
लेवल पे खेलते
हाँ भाई मतलब जिस तरह से वो लोग डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं, एंड देन दे हैव दिस
हैं.
वेपन विद देम अर्लिंग हालैंड. ऑलरेडी वो लोग इतने
हम्म.
पावरफुल थे और उसमें एक नया वेपन खरीद लिया तो मतलब उनका जबरदस्त. दे आर
इनविंसिबल है.
अनटचेबल है. तो ये प्रीमियर लीग तो वो लोग का ही है, वो तो डेफिनेट गारंटी है, इसका कोई दोहराई नहीं है. They are going to win the
हाँ.
Premier League. There is no two ways about it. Unless
या.
miracle happens, which is very unlikely.
हम्म.
ये तो होने वाला नहीं है.
हम्म.
प्रीमियर लीग तो
हम्म.
डेफिनेटली उनका है. There is no two ways about it. तो
आई
दूसरा
मीन,
मैच,
दूर दूर तक कोई
हाँ बोलो.
चैलेंजर नहीं हो. दूर दूर तक कोई
एब्सोल्युटली,
चैलेंजर
आई
नहीं
मीन
होते.
they're fantastic. दूसरा मैच है बॉर्नमाउथ और टॉटनहम. थोड़ा टॉटनहम आर ऑन अ
हम्म.
डाउनवर्ड ट्रेंड.
हम्म.
तो यार I still go with 2-1 for Tottenham. What about you?
Uh, let's see. How is Bournemouth form? I think
Bournemouth is
they
they
are.
have been decent, not bad. They're 14. I'm
Mm,
sorry, they are 14th in the table, and they've been decent. 13 points there. Yeah.
I think मुझे लग रहा है कि because you know Spurs are on a back run of form, I think maybe draw
Hmm.
हो जाएगा, something like a 1-1. Maybe Bournemouth can pull that off.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Park lost to Zimbro. Ha ha ha. That's like City losing to United.
नहीं,
No,
that's a
no, no, no.
very
उतना तो
भाई,
नहीं, नहीं, नहीं.
आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू रिस्पॉन्ड टू दिस, अपना पॉडकास्ट 2 घंटे का हो जाएगा, पूरा डिबेट में चले
That's
जाएंगे
like
हम.
that's like City losing to I think we can say Fulham or maybe Sheffield United. You could say that, but
हम्म,
हाँ ठीक है. But banter के लिए ठीक है. अच्छा अच्छा banter, nice banter.
हाँ भाई, अरे भाई, you know it's like I mean, I'm actually still stuck in the match of Sunday, from Sunday, from last Sunday, when we won. Oh, that was a game. And you know, that was like something else. I don't know if you watched it this year, but that was actually like on
Absolutely.
another level.
Live
Yeah.
पूरा एक बॉल मिस नहीं किया मैंने.
हाँ भाई. Yeah, same with me, same with me. तो यार भाई, इंडियन है तो थोड़ा बहुत तो क्रिकेट आना ही चाहिए हमारी डिस्कशन में, इवन इफ इट्स अ फुटबॉल चैनल, एंड इंडिया पाकिस्तान तो एनी टाइम. So, yeah, let's see. So, yeah, coming
The
back to
next
the
game,
topic, which is next
yeah,
game?
good. Hmm. Hmm. So next game is I think Brighton Chelsea.
Ireland Chelsea. Ah, Adam Lallana is their coach, isn't he? Adam
नहीं
Lallana
चेंज हो गया
was the
इसमें.
coach, right? Change हो गया.
या वो टेम्पररी था आई थिंक. नाउ द
हाँ.
कोच चेंज हो
Who
गया.
did they get?
कोचेस
कौन है?
रॉबर्टो जर्बी करके कोई है.
What?
इटालियन कोच. रॉबर्टो दी जर्बी.
अच्छा.
बिटवीन इटालियन कोच.
Okay. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Not really updated on how this guy plays, Roberto Di Serbi, but
ही वाज मैनेजर
I
ऑफ
think.
शाख्तार पहले. फिर उसके पहले सासुलो
Hmm.
का मैनेजर था वो. देन पालेर्मो का
अच्छा.
भी मैनेजर था वो.
Okay, so he's a little, low profile as thoda, as in terms of the clubs that he's managed. So
करेक्ट
I'll
करेक्ट.
say that, okay, maybe 2-0 to Chelsea.
या
Because
सेम फॉर
Graham
मी.
Potter will be going back there. He would know how his team works, and he would not want to be very disrespectful. So 2-0 pay, they would be like score 2 goals and bus park the bus, something like that. Ronaldo since in England, one clean pass to Boris. How
Boris out,
Trust
Truss
out,
out,
Sunak in,
सुनक इन,
Barca out.
बारसा आउट.
भाई
भाई
वापस
वापस बुला
बुला
लो.
लो. अरे रे
अरे
रे
बड़े
रे.
भैया की बात ही निराली है.
हम्म.
बड़े भैया को
वही थी.
कभी भी कुछ भी कर सकते हैं.
कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. Yeah, actually, it's not Sunak, it's Ashish Nehra who is the Prime Minister of UK. If you think so, I would like to, correct you on that, I'm sure. Don't you agree, Divya? Ashish Nehra is the Prime
एब्सोल्युटली.
Minister of UK.
बिल्कुल
Exactly.
बिल्कुल
Great
बिल्कुल
bowler,
आशीष नेहरा.
great commentator, great coach, and now UK PM. So yeah,
सिर्फ लेंथ बॉल डालेंगे, लेंथ बॉल. 6 के 6 बॉल
सिर्फ
यॉर्कर
लेंथ
डाले
बॉल.
लेकिन लेंथ बॉल डालते तो और अच्छा होता.
Yes.
So yes, absolutely. The next game is, hold on 1 minute. Infosys के जीजा जी. भाई खाना खा रहा है बेचारे को.
Yeah. So this was nice. I'm almost done with my dinner. Just a second. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
So the next game is
hmm.
Brentford Wolves. I think it'll be 1-1. Both the teams are okay. Brentford is good, but I think Wolves will knock this out. They're already in the relegation zone. So I think they will be motivated or they want to, get some points out of the game. New coach for them, Steve Davis. So I think it'll be 1-1 for Brentford and one for Wolves. What about you, Prashant? Calculate.
Yeah. So I think maybe 1-1, maybe even a 0-0, because why Wolves, maybe they have a new coach. But I just know that Wolves are like very defensive, right?
Mm.
Wolves be stacked. Yeah, yes. They stacked Bruno
Bruno
Lage.
Lage. Yeah, Bruno Lage.
Uh, so he was stacked, but I think, one way or the other, the setup and the spot that they have, they are bound to play defensively. So they will play defensively.
Hmm.
Isliye, I think it might go to a nil-nil. That's just my gut feeling there. So yeah, next match.
Palace versus Southampton. I think it'll be 2-0 to Palace. Palace have a fantastic team, brilliant manager on them. Yeah, and I think it'll be 2-0 to Palace. My thought. What about you?
Mm. At the I mean Crystal Palace are playing at home, right? So
Select
maybe
spot.
three
Yeah.
nil.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah,
interesting.
3-0. Yeah,
3-0,
3 goals to
3-0,
nil.
3-0, 3-0.
Because
अच्छा.
Southampton anyway, Southampton भी
Hmm.
थोड़ा बहुत आर्सेनल के ऊपर भी लटकती तलवार है फिलहाल. So
वो तो है, वो तो है. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
so
एब्सोल्युटली. बहुत
so
बड़ी
3
तलवार
nil
है
is
उनके
fair.
सिर पे.
Exactly. So 3 nil is good. I think 3 nil is foreseeable.
Another interesting game. Newcastle United versus Aston Villa. But it's a St
Yeah.
James Park, so I think I'll go with 2-0 for Newcastle. Your thoughts? Your take?
Newcastle versus Aston Villa. These games have been a little bit fiery of late, right? Like it's the Midlands Derby, if I'm not wrong, right? Aston Villa,
No.
Newcastle, Sunderland.
Yeah, it is, I think. Yeah, in terms, you could say that. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, because no, that's what I recollect. Newcastle, Sunderland, and Aston Villa are like मतलब वही एरिया में आता है.
No,
Apparently,
no, no,
Aston
no,
Villa
no.
is
Aston Villa is in Birmingham.
no,
Aston Villa Birmingham में. Aston Villa is a
अच्छा
Birmingham team.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, yeah. All right. So
Birmingham based है.
yeah, so as Aston Villa versus Newcastle right now. I think under Eddie Howe, Aston Villa for Newcastle are playing well. They have got a good currently, they've got a good
Fourth
run
place.
of form going.
Fourth place.
Fourth,
Hmm.
uh, who's their player? जो भी आजकल बहुत famous है, Miguel Almiron, if I'm not wrong. He's the one in headlines,
Almiron है.
right? Uh,
Correct, correct. So because of
yeah,
controversy, वो Jack
yeah.
Grealish वाला comment. Yeah.
हाँ. फिर uh, I believe Bruno Guimaraes is that
Guimaraes, yes, yes, yes.
yeah,
Bruno
Bruno
Guimaraes
Guimaraes.
है.
He has also been playing well apparently.
Hmm.
So वो दो players है
Trippier.
and Trippier तो
Trippier.
है ही है of course
कैप्टन का. ट्रिपियर है.
captain है.
गुड गुड मीन
Yeah, I
डिसेंट
think
टीम है. और जोलिंटन भी अच्छा
well,
है. जोलिंटन है उनका.
mm,
विल्सन,
yeah,
कैलम विल्सन स्ट्राइकर अच्छा है. तो यार डिसेंट टीम है उनकी. मैनेजर बहुत बढ़िया है.
mm,
आई मीन दे पुल्ड आउट
yeah,
lot of good results in the past few games, and look
yeah,
promising, look upcoming. And I think if they're still missing a lot of injured. Maximan नहीं है. And then they don't have the striker Alexander Isaac. So if they return, so I think Newcastle will be much more stronger. But फिलहाल I think Newcastle will come out on top on this game. Shouldn't be any two ways about it. Fulham Everton is a good one. Both the teams are not so good. Fulham ऐसा नहीं बोल सकते not so good, seventh position में. And unexpected results देखे आए. So I think Seven Cottage में तो I think I will go for 1-0 to Fulham. Your prediction?
Fulham Everton again. Maybe just because I like Everton के लिए थोड़ा सा मुझे अभी soft corner जैसा है थोड़ा सा
Hmm.
थोड़ा सा ज्यादा uh, because
Ole
वो लोग
Gunnar
भी
Lampard. Ole
ओले
Gunnar
गुनर
Lampard.
लैम्पार्ड के वजह ओले गुनर लैम्पार्ड के वजह से और उनके ओनर्स भी ग्लेजर्स से काफी सिमिलर है इस वजह से तो I'll go for Everton win just to be positive yes Everton to win 2-0 I don't
MJ
no
says,
logic here but top 4 and early mid season
yes, yes. After games, एक games के बाद हम बोलते हैं, डिस्कस करते हैं उसके बारे में भी.
mm,
नेक्स्ट गेम इज
yeah
नेक्स्ट गेम क्या है संडे का. सैटरडे के गेम्स के लिए संडे को है लिवरपूल एंड लीड्स. सैटरडे लेट नाइट है. लिवरपूल एंड लीड्स एट एनफील्ड. आई विल बी 3-0 to Liverpool. Liverpool will smash Leeds out of the park. Anfield में तो they look really good. Away from home, yeah, they're having crowd say, but at Anfield में तो they're fantastic. I think shouldn't be a problem. Liverpool will win 3-0. Your take on this?
yeah I think Liverpool should win 3-0 sounds just about perfect
Hmm.
Salah getting on the score sheet maybe Jota so yeah
Jota
at
out है.
least the two of them
Jota
to
injured
score.
है.
Oh, he's out.
Jota is out
Oh,
of
okay.
World Cup से बाहर है वो तो.
अरे भाई मतलब गंदा इंजरी हुआ भैया. ओ,
Yeah,
फर्मिनो
बिल्कुल
विल,
बिल्कुल.
मतलब उसके वजह से फर्मिनो आ जाएगा. आई
Darwin
गेस
Núñez
राइट
है ना.
तो.
Núñez has picked up form,
हाँ.
scoring
ओ
goals.
हाँ, सस्ता है
Núñez.
कैरल. हाँ.
सस्ता नहीं है भाई, महंगा है वो.
महंगा है एंडी कैरल एक्चुअली या.
महंगा है.
नहीं बट या वो थोड़ा फॉर्म में आ रहा है. यस आई नो. ही इज
Yes,
एक्चुअली
yes.
he is said to be playing pretty well. Abhi he's getting used to the system and everything. So maybe Salah
Hmm.
and Darwin Nunez on the score sheet.
Hmm. Hmm.
तीन में से कोई एक बंदा दो गोल मारेगा एंड बाकी का एक गोल the other one. But 3-0 sounds right.
And next is Arsenal and Forest. I think 3-0 to Arsenal. Your thoughts?
Hmm. Uh, I
Emirates
would
में.
being being a United fan, I would hope that Arsenal lose. मतलब आर्सेनल को uh, इतना ऑप्टिमिस्टिक के प्रिडिक्शन आर्सेनल के लिए देने
ज्यादा
की
भाव मिल
आदत
रहा है
नहीं है
आजकल उनको.
मुझे.
बहुत
हाँ
ज्यादा
बहुत
भाव मिल
ज्यादा
रहा है
भाव
उनको
मिल रहा
आजकल को आज.
है. बहुत
बहुत
ज्यादा.
ज्यादा भाव
हाँ
मिल रहा
बहुत ज्यादा. मतलब और ऑब्वियसली साथ में आसमान में है वो लोग. तो वो भी है बट चलो
है.
ठीक है.
आर्टेटा मास्टर क्लास.
हाँ आर्टेटा मास्टर क्लास वही.
हम्म.
तो ठीक है चलो भाई जो भी है.
एंड
आई गेस मतलब फिलहाल तो दे आर अ गुड टीम तो फॉरेस्ट को हरा देना चाहिए. ऑल्दो फॉरेस्ट डिड बीट लिवरपूल रिसेंटली दे नॉट. So they are not going to be, they are not someone to be taken lightly, but ठीक है Arsenal will beat them. They'll beat them quite comfortably. I think 4-0 at home because it's
ओ
at Emirates.
4-0.
4-0. Yeah.
अच्छा. और लास्ट
Hmm.
बट absolutely not the least, are Manchester United and West Ham United. Now, I think
Huh.
you must have seen Tenak's press conference and things that he said. I think there's a lot of positivity, and he
Hmm.
keeps it very simple in his press conference as well. He knows what he wants from his team, and you know, as he rightly said, we are in a team in transition. So yes,
Hmm.
we've sorted our defensive part. We're not conceding that many goals. Midfield is sorted now
Yeah.
with Casemiro,
Hmm.
Ericsson, and Fernandez, along with
Yeah.
Fred, McTominay, and Van der Beek to help out. And then
Yeah.
we've got attacks slowly and steadily, scoring goals. We've still a lot of chances, but yes, now it's turn for the attackers to finish off the chances. And before I go on to early mid-season predictions, what do you think would be the starting lineup? Do you think Alejandro Garnacho should start ahead of Sancho? And do you think Rashford should be the number 9 or it should be CR7? What should be the starting lineup? I think Prashant has just lost Prashant. Video is not working, I think.
Hi there.
Try
I'm
to
so
get
sorry.
back.
Hello?
Yes, you are here, Prashant. Yes. Oh, it's disconnected.
Yeah, Divya, are you there?
Now I
Divya,
can
can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, yes,
Oh yeah,
yes,
I'm,
yes.
I'm
You're
so
back. You're
sorry.
back.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. There was just some kind of fluctuation. My connection switched from Wi-Fi to data and back to Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Anyway, so coming back to your question, you were asking me about the result, right? The starting lineup for this weekend against West Ham. So let me just start off with that. So of course, the here in goal. Varane plays out injured, so we will go with Lindelof and Martinez in most cases. I don't think the guy will start just
Hmm.
yet. Left
Hmm.
back, Malasia started out yesterday, but I think Luke Shaw will return as left back because of it he
Hmm.
has been doing better. And I'm glad that he's doing better because now we have fair competition. We have very good competition for left back. That's amazing because they are both very good players. So I'm really happy there. Dallo on the right, of course, he's been doing all right. Uh, I think in midfield, he might, because he has the options of Casemiro, Fred, McTominay, Ericsson, he might he might just switch things up a little compared to the usual midfield, just for the sake of rotation. I think. Otherwise, I think Casemiro will play, and Ericsson will also play. So those two are fixed because they've been performing well. But the third midfielder, I don't know if it'll be Fernandez, if it'll be maybe. McTominay or Fred or who that would be because simply because he might look to rotate. That is one place where he can rotate someone, right? That is one spot which he can rotate. So that is one spot, but I think he will just go with Fernandez, Casemiro, and Fred. Okay,
Even
then
I think so, yeah. Fernandez, Casemiro, Fred,
yeah,
yeah. Because Fred's more of
yeah,
a pressing
that's
player.
what.
Ericsson is more of a
Yeah,
wall,
precise.
yeah, the line
He,
breaker. And you need
yeah,
players who
he's
can press
more of a
because West Ham
creator.
will
Yeah,
play from, play defensively. Low block में खेलेंगे वो लोग. So यार, I think
that's what I
Fred
was
works
saying.
well
Yeah,
in that.
that's what I
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was about to say myself. So because as we have discussed several times, Fred does a good job when he is also, going forward, making those forward runs. That's what he used to do at Shakhtar. And that was
Hmm.
like, in one of those games he performed against Man City and Pep praised him. And that has been mentioned like so many times by the English press before he was signed by United. So that is one thing I know for sure that he is, if he play him in a more attacking role, he would do that. Then
Yeah,
after
I
that,
mean, yeah.
uh, yeah, so that's one thing. The other part, okay, the final line, the front three. I think Rashford will start. I think Antony will also start. I am, and will Ronaldo start? No, probably not. I think he will go with Martial up front.
Martial
Martial
नहीं है
as the
भाई.
number nine. But
नहीं है, Martial नहीं है. Injured है.
Martial injured. Injured.
Long
I
term
know, I
injury.
know. Marcel, he's yeah, same thing as the as the previous day we spoke of. So I know he has a long term injury. So I think Rashford will probably play as number nine. I think, and uske, like we'll have Rashford, Anthony, and maybe Sancho.
Sancho was poor
Yeah,
in that game against Chelsea. Was very poor, I think. And though
yeah.
we have options, I mean, you wouldn't call it a headache, but then yeah, options
But
there. He could play Garnacho
Ganacho,
there, who was
yeah,
brilliant the other day, or he could put
yeah.
Rashford on the left and start Cristiano up front, or he could even start Sancho. He's also got
But I
Alanga
think
there.
he will. Yeah, I thought of putting in Ronaldo there, but I think he won't because Premier League में नहीं. We can do it in the Europa League, but Premier League में we cannot trust it. He will come on as
The
a
reason
maybe as a second
The
half
only
substitute.
reason I would start Cristiano up front is because I want Rashford on the left hand side. He looks fantastic when he plays on the left hand side. More brilliant and more dangerous when he puts play on the left hand side. Rashford compared to playing as a number
Hmm.
nine. He can play as a number nine. He's brilliant.
Yeah,
Runs अच्छा
but
लेता है
he's
वो.
not that
But left
dangerous.
hand
उतना
left
potent
hand side
नहीं
है
है.
बहुत
He's not very
dangerous.
potent.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
Left hand side है बहुत
he's not a
dangerous है
goal
वो.
scorer.
So I think what we can do is till the time Marshall gets fit, Marshall regains his fitness, let Cristiano play. Not a bad thing to do. You can always switch things if it's not working. Get in Sancho or Garnacho or even Elanga if you want someone who can work hard, defensively as well. So वो भी कर सकते हैं. But I think
Hmm.
Rashford needs to play on the left hand side. He's more dangerous when he plays on the left hand, especially when you're playing
Now,
against a team like West
my
Ham.
concern with Ronaldo is okay. No, but my concern with Ronaldo is again. See, West Ham under David Moyes, they play very well. Okay, काफी अच्छा खेलते हैं.
Defensively, the
A
ball
player
अच्छे
like
होते हैं.
Ronaldo would work against them. So a player like Ronaldo will work against them, but maybe as a second half, substitute, not as someone who plays the entire game. I don't think it will suit because वैसे भी Ten Hag के system is not very adept, right? Ronaldo is not very particularly uh, fitting well into that. So I don't think starting is a good option. Maybe second half substitute. Yes, you can come on and maybe you will break the deadlock if you are struggling or something. वैसे टाइप का मुझे उसका लग रहा है अगर वो आएगा तो वैसा आएगा वरना नहीं
Good,
yeah
good, good.
so
And
okay time for
let's
prediction
hope. Yeah.
yeah so time for prediction so what will be the prediction I think it will be West Ham United 1 Manchester United 2
Old Trafford में भाई.
that's the score
Old Trafford में.
okay yeah fine so Manchester United 2
2-1.
West Ham United 1 yeah
I
2
think
1 I think
For,
that's
for
how it
me,
will go.
for me, 2-0. 2-0. We'll keep the clean sheet and
Okay,
we'll
you
score
think
two
that?
goals. Yeah, absolutely. I think
You
I'm
think
very
we won't
confident
concede?
defensively. Yeah, we won't concede.
Hmm.
I know, Baran's not there. Baran's going to be a miss. But I think Lindelof will do the job. ये ऐसे नहीं है कि no. I know Antonio is danger and Kamaka is dangerous, but I think Martinez and Lindelof are in a brilliant form. अच्छा combination है दोनों का, and even if Harry
Hmm.
Maguire starts, I don't think it should be a problem. I think we'll defensively we are very confident. We know what we are doing, and the arrival of Casemiro has made us more, disciplined in that midfield. He's providing an extra
That's true.
support in the defense. So we are
Yeah.
both change dynamics for change हो गया है. I think it will be easily 2-0 for United, and that's what my thoughts are. Let's hope that turns out to be the final scoreline because we need to win most of our games.
Hmm.
Before we end the show, Prashant, till now, as Anshay pointed out, our top four mid-season predictions.
Hmm. Yeah. So, okay. Let's think about it. Man City, number one. Uh, I don't think I don't see anyone challenging Arsenal, unfortunately, at this point. Maybe Arsenal will finish second. Liverpool are slacking off a little this season, so maybe Liverpool third. And fourth, I was actually fancying Spurs earlier. I really thought that, okay, Spurs will finish fourth again, but specifically after the way they did it last season. But, because of the something form that they have right now, maybe I'll go with Chelsea. So, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Chelsea.
Good, good, good.
No United.
United. हाँ, ठीक है, अच्छा है.
As on current form. What do you think?
I think City, Arsenal, top two. I think
Hmm.
I'm from what I'm seeing. I think Manchester United third. I think it will be good. I have full confidence in Ten Hag and the way he's changed things. After that first two games, to show such a
Hmm.
huge improvement. Beating teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, man. Those were not any wins; they were convincing wins. Especially the Spurs
Yeah, yeah.
game. We took our game to the
We
next level,
outplayed them.
and
We
yeah, we
outplayed
outplayed them
them. Yeah,
throughout the game. And
yeah.
if you look at the Chelsea game, though we ended up in a
Hmm.
draw, but you look at that game overall. Ten Hag made Potter do a substitution in 35 minutes. You know, Potter panicked in 35 minutes. That's how good we
Yeah,
were. All that
yeah.
was missing in that game was goal. We couldn't score a goal. Overall, we were brilliant. Chelsea were nowhere near the ball. That three defenders at the back, they were struggling so hard. And then at 35 minutes, he had to change. Literally had to change. He had to take off Kukurea and get Kovacic. That's when they got some grip on the game. Otherwise, we were all over them. And that too, we were playing at Stamford Bridge. That's so much good. And I think, it's going to be a huge, big season. I
That is
think
there.
we will
Yeah.
finish in top four. मुझे लगता है कि थर्ड तो definitely मारेंगे. Fourth, I think it's going to be Chelsea, but don't count Newcastle out. Newcastle is showing, the
Newcastle.
more we think, भाई अब उनका पोजीशन है अभी ऑलरेडी फोर्थ है वो लोग. The number of games they've lost, if I show the table, the number of games I think they've hardly lost any game. जो भी पॉइंट्स ड्रॉप हुए उनके वो ये है सब ड्रॉज है. दे वेंट टू एथिहाद एंड ड्रू अगेंस्ट मैन सिटी. बट इतना ब्रिलियंट थे वो लोग. इफ यू लुक
Yeah,
एट
yeah.
द फुल टेबल, उनका परफॉर्मेंस बहुत ही फैंटास्टिक रहा है. तो डोंट काउंट देम
मुझे
आउट.
लग
आई
रहा है कि
थिंक.
at this point, I think that at this point, Newcastle will be like, more like, क्या बोलते हैं अपना, मतलब,
डार्क हॉर्स.
पहले पता है लेस्टर, नहीं, हाँ, डार्क हॉर्स टाइप, मतलब लेस्टर का पहले कैसे होता था, यू रिमेम्बर, लाइक दे डिड विन इवेंचुअली फॉर वन सीजन, बट उसके पहले एक दो सीजन पता है, स्टार्टिंग में वो लोग दे वर टॉप ऑफ द
या
टेबल एंड सेकंड
एंड
एंड
देन
थर्ड.
लास्ट में वो लोग
आई थिंक, हाँ,
मैच कर देने की. हाँ,
हाँ, सो आई
डिड
थिंक,
इट ट्वाइस.
हाँ, तो आई थिंक न्यूकासल एट दिस पॉइंट वो लोग दे हैव प्रोग्रेस, बट वो लोग टॉप फोर में नहीं आएंगे. दैट्स माई पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. ठीक है, मुझे लग रहा है वो लोग टॉप फोर, दे आर नॉट रेडी. ठीक है, बट हाँ, मेरी टॉप सिक्स या टॉप सेवन क्रैक कर लेंगे.
Right now they are above both Chelsea and United, by the way. अभी भी वो लोग Chelsea और Manchester United के. So don't count. All I'm saying is don't count Newcastle out. Don't count Antonio Conte out. I'm not saying don't count Spurs out. Don't count Antonio Conte out. Antonio Conte is a master
Yeah,
tactician. He will figure
yeah,
something out. And there's
he will
this
figure
World
something
Cup,
out.
which will have a
And he has
huge
the
influence on the table. Except for
yeah,
Man City, including Arsenal, World Cup affect करेगा उनके players को. There will be injuries. There will be players who will be missing some games. And the reason I go for third is with United is United have played out most of the difficult games. They have played against all the top six games. अभी तक मैनचेस्टर ने सिर्फ 11 गेम खेले और 11 में से 5 गेम अगेंस्ट टॉप सिक्स थे. टॉप सिक्स में सिक्स टीम वो कुछ है. बाकी के पांचों टीम कैसे खेल चुके हैं. दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट आर्सेनल, दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट स्पर्स, दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट सिटी, दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट लिवरपूल, दे प्लेड अगेंस्ट चेल्सी. तो सारे के सारे टीम्स खेल चुके हैं. दे आर गोना प्ले फुलम, दे येट टू प्ले बॉर्नमाउथ, दे येट टू प्ले फॉरेस्ट, दे येट टू प्ले वुल्व्स, दे येट टू प्ले लीड्स. So यार, those games are going to come up for United. So that's why United have an advantage. And that's why I said that both third आने का chances है. But again, World Cup will have a huge impact. Not just in the Premier League, La Liga, Serie A. I'm not going to talk about Bundesliga and the French League because वो तो one way story है.
but
Bayern
you
Munich
never
and
know.
PSG.
You never मतलब हाँ I think मतलब फ्रांस में तो मतलब I understand obviously it's been one sided for a long time in both those leagues but फिर भी those leagues do have a tendency to throw up surprises like other than
Right,
Bayern they have
by the Bayern are not on top, by the way. Right now, Union Berlin
I
is
know
leading
yeah
the table.
I think even till recently even PSG did not I mean I think they are PSG
Hmm.
are at the top right now but they did face stiff competition this season. It's not like at this point. I don't think they are like far off away just yet. They are not blowing
No,
the
no, no.
service away.
They are very clear. They are around कुछ 5 point clear है lens के,
Hmm.
or already 5 points
Exactly.
clear.
5 points is not much. मतलब लीगा में I
12
know
games हुआ है. Hmm.
but मेरा my experience is लीगा can produce the upset like Monaco, Lille, uh, ये लेंस तो ठीक है लॉन्स एज एफ नाउ वो तो ठीक है बट दे हैव टीम्स व्हिच कैन सरप्राइज ऐसे लीग में ज्यादा
Let's hope.
सरप्राइजेस होते हैं तो
Let's
या
hope
लेट्स
competition हो मजा आए because competition uh,
हाँ
यार बहुत जरूरी है. तब जाके मजा आता है. एवरी कोई भी लीग हो भाई. तुम अपना मजाक
हाँ
तू बैंटर के लिए उनको बोल दो कि फार्मर्स लीग है, ये है वो है. बट
हाँ
देन यार, by the way, as an update here, बहुत ही weird सा update है. Inter Milan have confirmed they have paid 7.8 million loan fee for Chelsea for to Chelsea for Romelu Lukaku. Chelsea and Inter already discussed about potential second season loan for next year. Nothing completed yet, but the intention is to clear on both club and player side. Lakaka,
अरे
Lakaka.
भाई आई फील फॉर हिम मतलब बेचारा he shouldn't have come to Chelsea सबसे पहले बहुत गलत किया भाई ने तो ठीक है चलो if he is doing it he is happy at it happy for him और क्या बोलेंगे बंदा खुश है
Mm.
और क्या चाहिए उसको
Yes, yes,
तो
absolutely, absolutely, and
yeah
let's hope that all this pans out well for him and both the
that's for
clubs.
him
So I think guys, that's it. That's from my end. Prashant, anything you want to add up? Anything that we missed out? it हफ्ते में जो हुआ.
No, I would just like to wish all our viewers a happy Diwali and hope everyone has had a great time. I think this is like the first proper Diwali post COVID. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. Everyone met their families, had those sweets. Hopefully, everyone has gained as much weight during Diwali as I have because I've been getting so many sweets this year compared to previous years. But yeah, yeah. So just happy Diwali to everyone. Yeah. So same to you
Yes,
as
yes.
well, Vijay.
Happy Diwali, and see you on Sunday for the fantastic picture between United and West Ham. मजा आएगा देखने को because दोनों
Mega है,
teams are good. Don't
अच्छा,
count West Ham out. I know they struggled this
yeah.
season, but overall अच्छी टीम है. डेविड
David
मॉयस
Moyes,
की टीम को भी
David Moyes will be
underestimate.
always. He will always have a thing against United anyway. So, you know,
Yeah. So guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you on Sunday. Make sure to subscribe to our channel, bottom right hand corner. Smash the like on the video if you like the video. और एक इंटरेस्टिंग सा पोल है हमारे चैनल पे पोस्ट पे, विच स्ट्राइकर शुड मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड साइन। आप अपना ओपिनियन बता सकते हैं, तीन ऑप्शन में डाले हैं। इफ यू थिंक नाइदर थ्री ऑफ देम, तो कमेंट सेक्शन में अपना चॉइस डालिए। बताइए क्या लगता है, विच स्ट्राइकर शुड मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड साइन नेक्स्ट सीजन या जनवरी में। तीन ऑप्शन के अलावा आपको कोई और ऑप्शन लगता है तो कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए गाइस। थैंक यू वंस अगेन, विल सी यू ऑन संडे। बाय फॉर नाउ, गुड नाइट प्रशांत, गुड नाइट व्यूअर्स।
good night, everyone.